Hi, and welcome to the latest edition of Healthy Fayette County. I'm Trish Hapa, and I'm here with two guests today. We have Sharrie Harlin, who is the Community Engagement Manager from Reid Health, and we have again Tracy Burns, who is an Indiana artisan, and also the Secretary of the Whitewater Valley Art Association. So I thank you two ladies for being with us today. And Sharrie, what's going on at Reid that you would like to update us?
Probably the biggest thing is, and I'll get this out of the way.
Okay.
Just to update on construction of the Reid Health Fayette County building. So we hope that construction is finished closer to the beginning of 2026, and we hope to start to see patients the second quarter of 2026.
Wonderful. That's moving along quickly.
Yes, it is. I'm excited when I'm in Fayette County and people are excited. I didn't think it would be that big. But we have a lot of things we plan to have there, and we're just excited about all the possibilities.
Good. It's a beautiful building, and as we drive by, it is going up quickly, and it's a great addition to our local economy and to the health of our people, which of course is what Healthy Fayette County is all about. I know you oversee a lot of programs from Reid, or you are involved in them. Something I heard about Shoes for Kids. What's that?
Yes, we actually have been doing Shoes for Kids about 15 years, and it was funded through Reid Ride. We no longer have Reid Ride. This year we moved to an adventure course. A lot of more of the hardcore runners and people that do the various adventure courses, and we had our first successful one in June. But what we do with Shoes for Kids, we work with some various vendors, and then we work with various school systems and organizations in 4 counties, and Fayette is one of the counties, and we provide shoes for middle school and the high school students. So that's always exciting, and the stories that come out of that are just sometimes heart-wrenching, that for some kids it's the only pair of new shoes that they receive. So that's real exciting, and we will be getting that done, not necessarily right before school, but usually we try to have them in place by that first month of school.
Oh, good, because there's nothing like having a good pair of shoes and a pair that fits.
Yes.
And so for their feet to be, shoes have to fit now, because later in life, if they don't, it creates problems. So that's wonderful that Reid helps with the children. And,
yes, and I didn't realize, and especially we've had cases where, like for younger children, a lot of parents weren't buying tennis shoes, they were just giving them Crocs. And so it's messing with their leg development. So we knew how important it is.
Right. Yes. When my kids were little, that was when we had to, buy the expensive. Their shoes cost 3 times what the parents did.
Right.
And I know that doesn't happen anymore. But still, there's a lot of technology. But yes, there's shoes that are better for their feet. Yes.
Absolutely.
We don't want them to wear shoes that don't fit. Yes. And understand there's something going on with the AEDs.
Well, that is through another grant cycle, and I believe the next one will be in September.
And the AED is?
And the AEDs are the basically defibrillators, portable. So we offer that too, but there is a form and an application that you would have to sign up for and see if you meet the criteria.
So is this for businesses or for schools?
Normally, we try to make sure it's, usually we do with schools, some nonprofits, or like a community center or a place like that.
Something like the Art Center where they have a lot of people come in. Okay, there's a lot of times that I know that's time of the essence when that is needed.
Yes, and as the biggest thing is to make sure, often people say we need one, or maybe if it's a church or something, we try to make sure that they're actually doing outreach, not just your Sunday service, but are you providing other services?
Right.
When people are coming in to
Right.
your area.
You don't want it to sit there except for 2 hours
Yes.
once a week. Right. Okay.
They're pretty costly.
Yes, yes.
Now, do you teach classes on using those as well?
Yeah, before you pick up your AED, you
Okay.
go through a process.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great.
And our EMS director does that.
Okay. Okay, I know that they talk about them in CPR classes, but I've never used one. So, okay, those are very important. And I know you do some other outreach, and you cover how many counties, Sharrie?
7.
Seven
7.
counties. Wow.
I say I can't commit a crime. I'm easily identifiable.
Yes, yes. Okay, Sharrie
People,
did
if you
it.
think that I was near, yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Okay, and I know there's something that you do here locally at the Senior Center in
Yes,
Connersville.
we have a program called Thriving Thursday. And we are normally there the second Thursday of every month at 11:30. And we normally will bring in a speaker, medically related. And then we also have what we call our community benefit spotlight. So these are organizations who have received a community benefit grant from Reid. And so often we give these grants, but people don't realize what happens with that money. So we can have, I know one of the places people we've had is like the House of Ruth. And they will come in and tell what they've done with their money. And it's exciting. So it's a kind of a two-edged program that people are learning about health, as well as they're also learning something that's going on in their neighborhoods
Right.
that they could also learn from.
And they're learning that Reid is doing outreach to help in many different ways in the
Right.
community.
And we also serve a free lunch.
Oh,
So.
well, that's wonderful. So everybody get your calendars out. She said the second Thursday of every month at 11:30, the
You can
Thriving
sign-
Thursdays.
Yeah, and have them sign up at the senior center because I want to make sure I have
Okay.
enough lunches.
Yes, okay. Well, that's great, and a great opportunity for people to enjoy that. And of course, with the heat that we have, it's nice to be in a cool place.
Yes.
And with the fellowship also of your friends there at the senior center. And you said that this program is expanding maybe toward Fountain Place.
So what we've done and now, we also are now we're doing it quarterly at Fountain Place Apartments,
Okay. Wonderful.
and because so many of the people there didn't have cars, they didn't have any type of transportation, so we started visiting, and we're trying. Was monthly, but I think just due to demand, we'll do it quarterly.
Okay.
The last one we focused more on different things on mental health, and that's a big thing. And I didn't realize it because last month at a different outreach program we did something on loneliness and social connection, and the response was amazing.
Yes.
So more and more things involving like with mental health, and well as with so much technology, then people have grown accustomed not to speaking to each other, that then people have become lonely.
Yes.
So that's been a real big thing.
Yes, that's one of the things that we've spoken a lot about with the director of the Connersville Parks and Recreation, is they have several programs there, and very important. Say loneliness is a big factor, and you sit at home all the time and you think I should go, and then you don't go. Well, you should go, and they're where they can go play cards or work on a puzzle. They can visit the art association. It's free, of course, always, but to see the artwork and maybe get involved in the classes. So yes, it's
And then when you said that, another one of our partners is the Parks and Recreation, and Marla will be
Yes.
our community benefit spotlight for Fayette County next month. So
Oh, wonderful.
we're real excited.
Yes.
And we try to partner anything with more wellness related.
Right, with
So-
all they're doing with the strolls, with the different walks and things, and yes, Connersville Parks and Recreation is putting Connersville on the map. I
Yes, they
think
are.
with their
I think
innovations.
the first thing I learned, aside from getting to the hospital, was the Miller Building.
Yes,
So-
there's a lot going on in the Miller Building all the time.
Right.
Yes, it's a great community, a resource there, place to have
Definitely.
a lot of things. What other things do you do that keeps you busy?
Some of the things that I help participate in is I'm actually community engagement, but we also, through most recently, we have just completed our community health needs assessment, which and that plans how we're going to give the grant cycle, what's going to be the highlight of the grant cycle for the next 3 years. So from 26, 27, and 28.
For 3 years.
And we are still, most of that data's in, but now getting the reports ready and then to present to the community. But also a part of the cycle, we have done, this year we've done 3 grant cycles. So the first one was more substance misuse and mental health. And the second was more physical activity, nutrition, or a lot of food resources. And those have been completed and awarded. And our third grant cycle will be maternal, infant, and children's health. And by doing that, we try to see what the programs people are working on is that changing the child abuse rate, helping single parents, how many people are like below the poverty level, and teen birth rates. So those are some of the indicators on how that money will be distributed.
So that's how that's decided, is you do these studies to see what is needed, and then your grants are awarded based on helping with those factors.
Right.
Okay.
And to look at those indicators.
So it's not just a random thing, oh, you
No.
applied, we like you.
And we
Okay.
actually, we went through all the counties that we serve, and then we invited people in that are doing work in the communities, so they could say, well, for our county, this is the top thing. And so each county sometimes can have differences, but a lot of similarities.
Right.
But so your grants are responsive to the needs.
Right.
That's very good to know. Yes.
So what was a top subject in 2020 might have dropped off for the last subject. I mean, for this last period.
So maybe the grant that you had given on those needs have helped, and so
Right.
now other needs have popped up.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And so that's how we move forward. I know there's actually a methodology
Yes,
that
a real
that we
method to the
use.
madness.
It's not
Okay.
if we didn't like you or whatever. It's
Right.
not a popularity contest.
Sure.
It's how are we going to move the health indicators in our
Good.
area.
Well, that's very important for us to know, because I know Reid is very active in so many different things.
And we have a lot of Reid employees that are from Fayette County. So
Yes, yes. If you get on the roads around the times of, starting in the mornings or the afternoons, yes.
Yes.
Well, it's a very good employer, and I know that when your facility opens here locally, it will be a great boon to our economy also.
correct, and we're real excited
Right.
for the opportunity to bring some newness. And even though some people, I know they're going to miss the old hospital, but we're moving into our next century.
Right. Well, and we have to move with the times and the different technologies available. I know Jason Troutwine was here last month talking to us about the different divisions and departments there you will be having, offering different things that maybe we don't have now.
Right.
And so it's very important for that. Yes. Well, Sharrie, that there's a lot going on, and there's
Yes.
a lot of thought behind it. It's
Yes.
not that you're just running around and handing out money or collecting money for the foundation. You're putting some real
I
thought
just
into
need to
it.
clarify. So we are actually community engagement and then community benefit and engagement, as well as community health work together.
Right.
But the foundation does things internally.
Okay.
So we do the things out in the community, and then the Reid Foundation handles things internally at Reid.
Okay.
So even though everybody thinks it's
But
the same,
it is
but
two,
it's not.
two totally different
totally different.
funds. Okay.
Different groups.
And how is yours funded?
And ours is funded through, because we are a not-for-profit hospital.
Okay.
So if you are a not-for-profit hospital, so much in lieu of taxes, and we still, on certain things we pay taxes, but other things it goes back into our communities that we serve.
Okay.
And that's where those community benefit dollars
Okay,
come
so
from.
you're not paying the tax, but you're giving out the benefit in
Right.
dollars to
Yes,
the community.
but in certain areas, we still pay taxes.
Okay.
And it depends on, there's some specialties, and then there's some equipment that we pay taxes on. So it's not totally.
Okay, so it very
That's
complicated.
misleading, yeah. That's a little misleading for people, because they're like,
Okay.
you didn't pay taxes, but we do.
But you'd pay taxes
We
on
pay
some
taxes.
things. Okay.
Yes.
But one of those things that we don't
And
need
so-
to we don't need to get it, worry about that. But obviously you're doing the right things with that.
Right.
That's really interesting. Let's segue into what's going on locally at the Whitewater Valley Art Association in the month of August.
Okay, well, we have some workshops coming up and things like that. We also have at the Whitewater Valley Arts Association, we have different groups that meet. So on Monday nights and Wednesday afternoons, we have the Whitewater Valley Wood Carvers from 6 to 8 on Monday and 2 to 6 on Wednesday. On Tuesdays, we have the Connor Quilters, and they meet from 9 to 12 p.m., 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then on Tuesday evenings, we have the pen and ink drawing group. It doesn't have to be all pen and ink. It can be just regular drawing as well from 6 to 8. And then we have painting and open gallery throughout the week. So the art gallery hours are 1 to 5 on Monday, 2 to 6 on Wednesday, 11 to 5 on Thursday, 11 to 5 on Friday, and 10 to 2 on Saturday. Our workshops are coming up in August. We have the Mandela Dot class. That one is actually full, but we're getting another one that's going to be at the end of August. So that will be another class that you can come into. There's only 8 spaces, so if you want to check it out, sign up early. And we have stained glass coming up again in August. And then we have a future ones. We have a basic oil painting with Terry Reno is coming up again. He's going to take a little time off and then start it up. As soon as I get those dates, I'll have them on the Facebook page.
Okay.
We'll be doing some traditional road cooking again also. I'll be the teacher for that, and that'll be coming up closer to the fall. And then we have our second Fridays, our opening, and the art stroll. So the art stroll is with Healthy Fayette County, and that'll be from 5:30 to 7:30 on the second Fridays. And we have live music at most of those, and so we have that all lined up through October. The shows that are coming up for August is Hazel Ailes, and that's going to be a memorial art show. Her family is bringing all their over 60 pieces in to display in her memory. And then September we'll have Scott Russo from Cambridge City. He's a master potter, but he also does reclaimed sculpture. So he's made some really interesting things out of things he's found, driftwood and metal, and then he sculpts some things, and it's just amazing. He has pieces that are good 12 inches or higher, and some different things. And then October we'll have Hector Perez from Connersville, and that'll be a mixture of different things. He's a painter, a photographer, drawer. He draws different things. He does some composite photos with photography, and he's a graphic designer, so he's got some interesting things coming up. And then the IPA Imagine Performing Arts is they still have their choirs on Tuesday nights at 7 when they meet for rehearsal, and the band is on Thursday nights at 7, and they're always looking for more members. And we have they're having concerts that are coming up soon too. And then keep in touch with their Facebook page and for their upcoming plays. I'm not sure exactly what's coming up next, but I know they've been doing different rehearsals throughout the summer
Okay.
and everything. So
A lot going on there. I know that if you were out in July at our second Friday with the art stroll, we had the Rubber Soul Band who played, and the Art Association allowed them to set up on their back porch where they had shade. It was a little warm that evening, but they had shade and electricity, and then we had the Three Handsome Gentlemen Quartet. Yes, 3 guys, but they're a quartet, so it's 4 guys. And they sang also, so that was a great evening. People brought their lawn chairs, and I understand we have someone playing the guitar this month in August.
yeah, Paul. I apologize for his last name.
Okay.
It's Italian, and I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it.
Okay.
But he sings very nicely, and he plays guitar. He has his own setup for like an amp and everything, and so he'll be singing that evening. And then September, I'm not sure who we've got coming up in September, but I know in October we have the Rushville Big Band, Swing Band, so that's going to be interesting. We're going to try and do some different things. I think in August also we're going to try and have some actual outdoor games set up. So some cornhole and maybe some large like Jenga or something like that set up.
Okay, great. And I know in August our theme is celebrating the women's right to vote. So it's good for us, but it's good for everyone, and we will be celebrating that. So get out your sashes that say Votes for Women, and we'll have some posters explaining things about the women's right to vote and about an upcoming monument that is going to be established on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., and it will be the first monument to women on the National Mall. So when you think of all of the monuments there, none celebrate women. So we're going to have information about that, and so we encourage you to do that. Bring your lawn chairs, because we do have 4th Street blocked from the alley by the canals house up to Central Avenue. So bring your lawn chairs and sit and enjoy Paul, who will be playing the guitar, the games that we have going on, and get yourself informed about women's right to vote. And it seems strange that in this day and time that it's not been that long since women did earn the right to vote. So it's very important for us to celebrate that. And then Tracy spoke about the entertainment in October. We do have Central Avenue closed from 4th to 5th Street for the October stroll. So the big band will be out there so we can have dancing in the street. And we do appreciate that street being closed. But for the August and September, we will be on 4th Street. So please come and enjoy us there. And then, of course, always go through the Art Association, because each month they do have a new display, and it's amazing the different talents that are here in Connersville, and you will really enjoy the variation there. And again, it's always free. You're always welcome to come in and to enjoy the artwork. And they do have a small reception then on the Friday nights when that is the opening of their shows. So there's a lot going on, and we really encourage you to take advantage of that. Okay, anything else that you can think about that we need to talk to? Saying, Sharrie, I know that while we're talking, you probably thought, oh, I need to talk about this or that.
Well, one of the things is in our hospital environment, Reid takes a big investment in the arts. And I'm Gary, segue over to you.
Yes.
On our second floor at the main hospital in Richmond, we have an art gallery, and it changes pretty much quarterly. And currently, the Whitewater Valley is being displayed. So I will let you tell us about it.
Okay. I know that our president's been working with the coordinator for that, and it's up right now. I think it comes down at the end of, I think right at the beginning of August is when it's coming down. But I think someone else is going in with another show. And I know also that Reid has actually bought a few of my photographs that I've taken in the past for areas around here. And I actually had someone message me on Instagram saying, "Is this you? And did you take this photo?" Because it really made me feel comfortable. And so it was really nice that Reid was actually looking for artists to put things in the offices and things like that. So it is a place for to be relaxing.
And if your photo made someone feel comfortable when you're stressed in the hospital for whatever reason, that is a big compliment.
It was a double rainbow, and so they were really impressed with it.
Great.
So it was so nice that I was able to furnish that for them.
Great.
So.
And I guess that in the July display, they also have one of your, as I mentioned, you're a Indiana artisan because of your rug hooking, and one of your rugs is on display at Reid in the July.
Right, it's in there now.
Okay, that's great. And so, yes, art and health do go hand in hand. It is good for your physically to doing some of the things, and mentally brings you comfort, keeps your hands busy, and it gives you a chance to meet with other people who share your love of art and to learn new things, such as with the classes. So that's very good of Reid to do that. And is that in the area there by the piano? Is that where the art
on the second floor
is? Okay.
Yes. And one of the other things is when someone's having surgery and you might have to wait a while, then you can just walk down the hall and look at art, and that takes your mind off of the stressfulness of it.
Right.
So that's another good point.
As the piano plays there with always good music. That's great. Yeah, just as you get off the elevator there on the second floor, right by the information desk and second floor, and you can enjoy that.
Right.
That's another benefit that Reid's thinking about your physical health, and of course your mental health goes right along with it. Okay. And anything else going on that you want to share with our people?
The biggest thing is making sure people look into the grant period that it opened up July 14th, I believe. It's not sure the end date.
Okay.
But it's all under maternal, infant, and children's health.
Okay, so if that's something that you are interested in, or one of your organizations,
And they can go to the Reid website.
Okay.
Reidhealth.org.
Reidhealth.org. Okay.
And / I believe it's community benefit.
Okay.
Or it might be under community engagement. We're right in the middle of changing things. So,
Okay,
but I know it'll.
But if they go to reidhealth.org, everybody, I want to remember that. Those .orgs and .coms makes a big difference where you go, yes. And I think the Art Association has a new website also.
Yes, we do. It's still under construction, but you can get to some different things. So it's WVAA.net.
.net, okay. Because if you go to that .com, it is not Whitewater Valley Art Association. So yes, I know that .orgs are very important with different things, .net and .com. Big difference, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. So, well, ladies, I want to thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
I know it takes time out of your day, and I know with you going 7 counties, we're very glad that you took time with us today.
Quite a bit.
Yes, well, it's very good, and we appreciate all the different things. And as you're hearing that Reid does a lot more than just have a hospital or have facilities for you to go get blood tests and things. They do a lot for the community, and we do appreciate that. And as they said, they work with different organizations, such as they're working with us here for Healthy Fayette County. They work with the
House of Ruth.
The House of Ruth, the Parks and Recreation.
Soldiers in the Army of the Lord. We've got a wide variety.
A lot. And then they use the artwork from the Art Association. And so there's a lot they do for us, and we appreciate that and appreciate them allowing you to come here during your workday. And Tracy, as always, look forward to you sharing what's going on at the Whitewater Valley Art Association. They're at the corner of 4th and Central, right here in Connersville. It's a great place. It's open most afternoons. Check out their Facebook page, and we thank you so much, and we will see you next month.